task force as we have navigated these last few months. I'm really honored to be here with so many school leaders who have been thinking and planning today for how to ensure students can be back in school in the fall, and especially appreciative of Secretary Azar's comments about thinking practically about the implications of not having students back together in a learning environment. Our expectation should be that they will be. And there has been a lot of guidance written, a lot of practical thought given to how this can happen, acknowledging that every state and many regions within states are different and have different circumstances and may require different solutions. But I am constantly amazed and gratified by the ingenuity and creativity that the American people show when faced with a difficult situation. And we know today that there were too many kids who didn't have the opportunity to continue learning these past several months. I've spoken with every state school leader at least once, most of them more than once, and they said within their state there were a number of districts that learned how to do it well and pivoted quickly to a distance learning environment, and there were others who frankly just gave up and didn't expect anything, and that's just not an acceptable solution going forward. So when we talk about schools being fully operational and fully functional again in the fall, we can also acknowledge that in some places where there might be a flare-up, it might look different for a period of time. And we can, that would be okay. We can plan for that. But our expectation should be that students can be back together in the fall, whether it's on K-12 campuses or in higher ed environments as well. And I want to especially thank again the American Academy of Pediatrics also for their thoughtful approach to this, because we know that for so many students, the school environment is the best place for them to be, and they have got to continue to develop themselves and not go through another several months to a year of really sort of biding time. So I'm looking forward to our conversation today about how we go with the expectation of students continuing their learning, and looking forward to all of the expertise here in this room. I also want to just give a little shout out to the State Commissioner Richard Corcoran in Florida, who just released a plan yesterday, which is very comprehensive in nature, and there may be other states and other communities that want to look at that, but again, with the expectation that students are together and that families will be able to count on a 5-day school week if that's the right answer for them. So looking forward to our conversation. Thank you, Dr. Burks.
Great. I'm going to ask the secretaries some questions. I just have to stop for a minute and recognize I have two incredible daughters who have been home with 2 grandchildren.